The rabbit and the tortoise stood at the starting line, waiting eagerly for the race to begin. The moment the starting pistol fired, the rabbit shot forward with incredible speed, while the tortoise moved slowly and steadily, just as he always did. The rabbit's speed gave him a huge lead, and feeling overconfident, he decided to rest under a shady banyan tree. As he fell asleep, he dreamed of victory, imagining a shiny gold medal and the loud applause of all the jungle animals. Meanwhile, the tortoise continued moving at his slow but constant pace. He never stopped, never looked back, and kept his focus on the finish line. His heart was determined to prove that patience, effort, and persistence can overcome any challenge. When the rabbit woke up, he was shocked to see the tortoise close to the finish line. He ran as fast as he could, but it was too late. The tortoise crossed the finish line first, winning the race and teaching the rabbit an important lesson. Overconfidence can make the fastest lose, but dedication and steady effort always win. The Hare's Awakening. Humiliated but not defeated, the hare spent the night training. He ran laps around the lake, practiced his starts, and learned to pace himself. He realized that talent alone wasn't enough. He needed to be active and put in the work. The next day, as the starting signal sounded, the hare was a different creature. He ran with a newfound determination, his movements precise and purposeful. He didn't waste time looking back or boasting. He simply ran, pushing his body to its limits. The tortoise, sticking to his tried-and-true method, was persistent as always, but he could not match the hare's sheer speed combined with his newfound discipline. The hare crossed the finish line with a confident grin, evening the score. A glorious story.
After his defeat, the tortoise sat alone, thinking. He realized that the old way of slow and steady was no longer enough. The world had evolved, and if he wanted to win, he had to evolve too. The next day, he locked himself inside his workshop, a place filled with tools and determination. Hour after hour, he worked with fierce focus. He attached small electric wheels beneath his shell and a compact, silent motor on his back. He was no longer just a tortoise. He was a high-tech racer, a fusion of nature and machine. On the day of the final race, the crowd gasped. The tortoise rolled up to the starting line, glowing with innovation. The hare laughed, but the tortoise's eyes told him this was no joke. The signal rang. The hare exploded forward as always, but this time, the tortoise pressed a button and shot past him in a burst of silent speed. The hare was stunned. He ran with everything he had, but the tortoise was a blur of motion, faster, stronger, and more consistent than ever before. And then the moment came. The tortoise crossed the finish line first.
Times have changed. Fast and steady wins the race now.
Winning the race and the championship. The hare walked towards him, humbled but smiling.